All right, how was our 2024? What's going to happen 2025? Tonight is New Year's Eve, Johnny.
New Year's
Eve.
New Year's.
It's going to be good. We're going to be talking to Johnny about kind of, I don't know, how this last year was and the upcoming year and our plans, his plans, personal plans, Costa Rica's plans. And we're going to talk about it in about 45 seconds. Guys, I'm Michael Allen from TravelCostaRicanNow.com. If you haven't subscribed, please do. YouTube is hard. Want to see videos as I put them up, hit the notification bell. Hey, our relocation retreat, seriously, I know this sounds like an ad, Johnny. It's already selling. It's like 12 people have already confirmed. It's not even for till May.
Wow.
So if Costa Rica's on your radar, guys, and you're not quite sure the 6-7 day event might be for you, great speakers, just the contacts you're going to meet, like Johnny, is worth the price of admission alone. We have a great time, great info, half vacation. We do a lot of fun things, and I think at the end you'll know if it's Costa Rica or it's honey. We're going to Belize. What did you say?
Belize, I think.
Yeah, all that info and sign up and everything is in the link in the description. And seriously, it's doing well. It's going to sell out, guaranteed. So I don't know. If you want to show some love of myself making, I don't know, over 1,000 videos in the last 16 years, fun way to donate is buy me a coffee. That link is in the description. I love coffee, Johnny.
I know.
I love coffee, so don't skip on that one cup.
Do 50.
Yeah, but I want some cups of coffee. If you're going to donate right.
Do it right.
All right, man. We're getting ready for New Year's Eve.
Do
a little pre-toast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think first I want to discuss. So, how did you, I don't know if we go personal, talk about Costa Rica or both. So, how do you think this last year went? Maybe combine the both. Both of them. Your personal, your business, your even Costa Rica, whatever.
I think Costa Rica is moving in a positive direction. I think there's just like such a divide between the political side and people in general. You have people from some walk of life.
Scoot over a little bit.
Walk of life, and other people from other walks of life, or different agendas, kind of sometimes interfere in progress.
Well, actually, I know somebody's going to ask you, if you say you think they're headed in the right direction, you got to say why you think that. What's the evidence, Johnny?
Okay, well, some of the evidence is the positive turn on income-wise. They're bringing down poverty, they're increasing jobs, they're making more opportunities available for the Costa Ricans themselves, but also you see a big influx of Canadians and Americans coming into the country.
For sure.
And you have that assurance, and whether you're one side of the aisle or the other side of the aisle, you can't help but see people are coming.
Yeah, they are, for sure. The only thing that worries me about Costa Rica itself is there are some issues that I wish they could address. I mean, I think they are building too fast. I've seen it firsthand. Jaco and Manuel Antonio. Every little space is being built on. I do kind of worry about the gringos kind of taking over. That whole gentrification thing a little bit. I know it brings jobs. I know it brings money. I know there's a lot of positives to that. But just some of these things, the infrastructure, I'm not sure if Costa Rica is ready for the influx they want to come here.
Well, I think you're down the right path, right? Well, something that I see a lot of people doing, they always think of health at the bottom of their list, and they don't really think about it at the forefront. They come down here, I'm going to build my house, I'm going to do this, I'm going to move to this area, I'm going to have this whole life. And they forget that in the split of a second, you lose your health, and that becomes priority. And depending on where they're living, sometimes the infrastructure is not there for that health emergency, or even living that you need that type of attention. So I think that's a big concern. Now, there's another thing too, Mike. There's something that a lot of people are not looking at, is that Costa Rica's population is getting older. And the huge impact that does on the health system as a whole right now is you have this right now at a 60% intake into the hospitals, 60% of the beds are taken by seniors. And then with the Ministry of Health has projected for 2032 that another 500,000 seniors are going to be inside the system. And that
Well, I didn't mean to go down this road, but since you mentioned it, I kind of decided a few weeks ago, I've talked to you obviously about this, that I am older now, I'm not, and I don't want to be stupid. I don't want to be like I used to be, where I would go in the corner of a house and lay there for 6 weeks while I mended whatever I thought I had. So I am getting into the CAHA, getting into the system, and we've been doing some of that.
Yeah.
And I've seen some really good things going on with the CAHA with me personally, and I've seen some things it's like, dude, get out of the 1950s. So where that worries me is if there's going to be the influx of people getting older just here, the locals. Well, what about the gringos too? And now that's gonna really puts a lot of pressure on the system, and the system. I'm not going to knock it because I pay into it and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just afraid that if there's the influx that you're talking about, it could be a problem.
Well, you're not wrong. People people are going to say, Mike, that on here, well, I do private insurance. Private insurance is a majority. It's in the GAM, the Greater Metropolitan Area. It's in the center. But we're talking about people moving to Guanacaste, moving up to Pedro San Leon, different aspects. And that private sector is not so much. So what you're talking about...
Well, the public isn't either.
No.
It's not like there's a lot of public going on either.
They have regional hospitals out there, but they're level 2. And what happens, everything ends up in San Jose. So yeah, you're right. But Mike, you know me, I don't stand around just holding my hands and praying things. I'm actually involved with the health sector for the Zona Norte, which is Huerta Norte, which is San Carlos, where I'm at. I'm a part of the health group now, and I'm helping them develop a plan instead of being reactive and being preventive, but in an anticipated way, changing the system from the hospital being the first place you go to the LIS to be the first place, but adding more tools for them to be able to take care of.
Yeah, this past year, you've really upped your game as far as getting involved in government policy. He's been having interviews with the people, the main people. Just throw out a couple. Just throw a couple. Just name drop a little.
I met with the second vice president of the country. I met with the 3 congressmen, and then one of them has implementing laws in health that we're going to be talking to in February, and then last congressman we're introducing the plan, and then with the CAHA system, I've got meetings with them in the first of the year to start implementing this in the not Central Valley, here in the Huerta Norte, which is San Carlos, this area out here, which involves 19 districts, to change it so it doesn't affect that. Because I see it coming. It's kind of like how you see it, a tidal wave coming, and people are just like, oh, it's still far away.
Is you rattling the cages accepted? Well, are they because here's the other thing, I'm no offense, but are they just pacifying you, or are they listening? How do you feel the reception is of you kind of going, some of these things suck? I know you don't say it like that. Well, you're very diplomatic, but
I try.
Okay, but get back over here.
I try, but after 2 years, I've been listened to. But now they're paying attention, because the fact that when you go by yourself, they see you, but they're not quite hearing you. But now I'm part of the health group out here in San Carlos, but an entire region. Now they're listening to me.
Okay, well let's keep going into 2025. So how are you going to? What's your plan in that avenue of what you're doing with business? You're going to just continue to plug away at the system and try to make some changes, or do you have a plan, or how's that going?
Well, we're going to try to do. I think humanity-wise, we always should go out for your fellow man. So I'm doing this out of kindness of my heart to do it to help everybody. So we're going to help the public system be a better service for everybody. On the private side, we're more looking to make sure that everybody, if they don't want to wait for that system, we have something in mind for them to be taken care of within healthcare software that we've developed.
How's the medical dental stuff? I don't know if you guys know, if you guys are first-time viewers, he's the guy, man. You want stem cell therapy, he's going to get it for you. He works in Mexico as well. Do you want breast augmentation? You need a new grill? Do you need hip replacement? Do you need whatever? I'll put his contact info in the description if you want to get a hold of him. But just so, because he won't say, he doesn't do it for free, all right? He's got a big heart, but that heart's got to pay rent.
Sometimes, yeah. Well, Mike, it's kind of like, I think things will come. People, if they need a service, great. You know what? We're here to take care of you. This portion about what I'm sharing with you is that it's a need. It's I see it coming. You this tidal wave.
Oh no, it's coming. And the writing's on the wall with this.
And the good thing about what Costa Rica's done, if people don't know, the life expectancy here is 88. Okay.
I would put that up against the United States. I'm thinking that's a lot better than the States.
It's about 18 years better than the States. So right
18?
now, 18. They're at 70 right now, and we're at.
You're gonna have to do a fat check on that 18. I don't know, man.
You can check it. Now, that also depends on what part of the states you're at. Some part of the states are living longer than others. Just some of them have more stress, and we won't get into it, but there's things that are happening over there that
over where
in the states that contribute to them not living as well.
No, that's a whole other video. That's one of the 2 videos. Go RFK. Anyway, actually, I want to talk about me for a minute. I've noticed, my business is going really good. I haven't told you, I haven't announced that I got my new website up. There's still some tweaks. It's not exactly where I want it, but it is functioning. It's looking good. It's modern. It's simple. So that's new. And I had a good year. Business, the 2 women that work with me, putting together travel packages is going good. The relocation retreats are knocking them out of the freaking park. So that's way cool. But I've noticed, man, you cannot sit around on your laurels and go, I'm just gonna, emails are gonna come. You got to be on your game, especially on YouTube. YouTube's already killing me technically. It's not hurting my business with the clicks on the videos, so I don't care that much. But you cannot become complacent in this world of AI, and tech just keeps moving ahead regardless of if we're smart enough to handle the trajectory. So my thing is, I'm going to keep trying. Like we had talked, I guess this is, I'll announce it here. So for one thing, we're going to, we've always done travel, but Johnny's going to help me put together, and we've done luxury travel too, but we're going to have a whole site of, the helicopter, the bestest of the hotels, the concierge type of thing, and we're going to offer that service. Now, we kind of did that anyway, just in our regular stuff, but we're going to kind of push that. That's one little thing, so I'm just saying, man, I can't sit around and go, I'm a YouTuber and things are great. I get some, and thank you very much, man. I just crossed this morning, 47,000 subscribers, and that's you guys, man. And I really appreciate the love, because again, where I used to get I used to get from 525 to 700 new subscribers every month, up and down, whatever, a little bit. Now, since YouTube's been, messing with algorithms, doing what they do, now I'm lucky if I get 200. So I always just wanted 50,000. Not that I really care.
You're getting close.
Just it's a cool number. Now, I would have gotten that a lot quicker if YouTube would have left me alone and didn't mess with me. But now that they've changed the algorithm, now that they've, it's difficult. YouTube is hard for a person, just a solo guy.
Mike, I know.
Now everybody, now everything's, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Let's use the media in the United States as a perfect example of this. They've seen what YouTube can do. A lot of people, hey man, that got Trump elected by going on like a Joe Rogan will say.
Oh yeah.
So what's going to happen is big business, big media is they're going to start their own, they're going to pump in millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and they're going to try to get in their niche on, YouTube or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're seeing, it's taken them way too long. I don't know what they didn't see, that this was moving in this direction. But what I'm saying is, pretty soon it's going to just be like it was when Walmart started taking over the little guy stores. It's the five big media companies in the United States buy up everything. Well, that can happen to people like me, who's just a solo guy. So I got to try to, outrun them and keep,
kind of reinvent yourself a little
yes, fresh, man. And now that I'm going to be officially old, dude, in a month, I'm going to be legally old.
bit. You're gonna be 65 again.
Yes, I know that was so messed up last year. So anyway, my thing is, I love you guys and thank you for the subscribing. And I love the people that watch the videos because they give such great feedback and perspective in the comments. I don't have too many. Well, I don't think I have any dumb, these stupid ass people that kind of watch me on a regular basis. They always have, even when they don't agree with me, because I can be out the box sometimes, Johnny. I don't know if you know that.
But sometimes.
But they're good. They give great feedback. They like, I didn't think of that. So, I'm going to keep plugging along no matter how hard YouTube gets. And then my other thing is, to get my health in order and in check.
Yes.
And take care of,
It only took some time, Mike.
Okay, that's not this video right now, Johnny. We're talking.
Okay, let's focus on the video.
I'm just now let's flip back to a little bit more Costa Rica. I'm hoping that they're going in the right direction. This over,
Mike, the only thing with their direction is that just like the political system in the U.S., the issue that we have here is that the president that's elect right now doesn't have a majority, doesn't even have 10% of the Congress now, of all the Congress.
Wait, no, he's got both the House and the Senate.
I'm talking about
Biden?
I'm talking about Chavez here.
Sorry.
I think
Sorry.
No, the Trump over there, he's pretty good. Here, that's the problem that he's running into. He's running into a lot of roadblocks.
So they stopped him on purpose.
They stop him on purpose, and whether it's good or not, I guess I wish that people would look at life as you're Costa Rican or you're American, you're Canadian. Just focus on that. But no, a lot of special interest on the direction, or they just don't want it, and they don't care about the people. And it's just sad and it's wrong.
When you ask about when I ask people about the president here, they usually think, he's definitely capable. They think he's going in the right direction, but kind of what you're saying, they're scared that he is getting roadblocked. He's not maybe going to be as effective as he would want to be. But again, it's freaking politics, man. There's obviously there's always a degree of, a lot of.
Well, something that this president has is that he spent 45 years outside this country, and outside. He actually studied in the U.S. He went to Ohio State, and
Go Bucks.
Yeah,
that's where I'm. Yeah.
He went to Ohio. He got his doctorate there, and he was a financial guy around the world. And something that came to me too is that when I came to Costa Rica, I brought a lot of my American attributes, good or bad. This one too. Although my wife...
You've lost weight, dude.
Yeah.
You're doing good. That was a joke.
Yeah, so he brought that, and I think that's affected a little. Sometimes the Costa Rican culture is going to clash with you trying to change something. And you have to approach it in a different way. And I think
So he's a finance guy?
He's a finance guy, yeah.
Well, that's kind of big.
No, he actually brought the country in a positive state financially, but they're still dogging him on other things, And he's not always politically correct when he says things.
Oh man, who cares?
But he's direct. But that's a lot of us Americans are direct, But he grew up that way. Hey, you know what? This is how it's supposed to be done. And sometimes you have to take a step back with Costa Rica and approach it. Hey, you got to kind of spoon feed a little bit, and that's a problem to get things done.
Yeah. Yeah, things definitely get bogged down.
It bogged down, you know, but at all, you know, I applaud the effort. It's just that you need to have, when you're elected president, you need to have the House and Senate. You have to have everything, or else you're not going to get nothing done. You can't do it by yourself.
I mean, they stop you on purpose.
Yes.
Even if the idea is good, they don't want to give you credit for it.
No, it's kind of like when one party goes out, another party, everything that other party, they stop it. They don't even let it to continue, even if it's good. I wish, if you're in the political, let it go. Let it. If it's good for the people, let it go. But no, they stop it because that was that other regime.
Yeah.
Kind of like they're not even customer.
That just tells you, and you see this in the States too. They don't care about the people. If they care about the people, they go, hey, I know that wasn't our guy that is coming up with this idea to do, but it's a pretty good idea and we should be behind it. They'll literally go, no, it's a bad idea. Here's what, I mean, So if they cared about people, they'd go, hey man, let's pass this bill. But no, can't do that, you know, and that happens, that's just not like in the States.
Jimmy Carter, you hear about that?
What?
He just passed away.
Oh, it's funny, they were just talking. Oh, that's probably why I was watching something this morning about him, but they didn't say that.
He was 100 years old, passed away, and
he's known more for actually after his presidency.
After his presidency than his presidency, but it's a good example of, hey, you know what, doing for the people. You know, he went around the world just pacifying wars. It's just, he did a lot of good. You know, it's something that I think it's needed in the political system. You know what, doesn't matter if it's good for your party or you do for the people where you're being elected to.
But that doesn't keep them in power. You got to play the game, and unfortunately, they get roped into it. Next thing you know, you're on your little team, your little tribe. Hey, we're voting against that. You know that, right? But it's a good bill. Yeah, but we're voting against it. Yeah, it's just sad, actually.
Yeah, no, it's wrong.
I want to end off kind of on a positive note. You know, I would encourage everybody. You know, especially people maybe like, you know, that's legally old like me. Maybe this year is the time for your adventure. It may not be Costa Rica, but do that thing, man. Do that thing. Make yourself uncomfortable for a while. You know, don't live comfortably. You know, get on the edge. Do something cool. Get out there. You know, maybe it fails, maybe it doesn't. You always wanted to do it, man. Maybe this is the year you get out and do that thing regardless. And you know what makes it work is you get uncomfortable. You try harder. Desperation makes you do good things. You know, like
you just got to start, Mike. You got to start. You got to start to finish.
What did the kids say, Johnny? Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
No, I just, you know, I hate to see. I mean, I see some comments. You know, some people get analysis paralysis. You know, they've seen a million videos. They probably know Costa Rica better than we do.
Oh yeah.
And yet they just can't pull. Forget Costa Rica. They just can't pull the trigger because it's never the right time. Nothing's ever the right time.
No, never.
So I just, you know, I hate to see some. You know, people are in the comments. You know, things work out, things don't work out, or whatever. I don't know. I just wish people would take the lead. Life is short, man. You know.
Yeah, you can always make money, but you can't.
We got to move our cars.
Oh.
Anyway, we're winding this up anyway. Anyway, we're going to have festivities tonight. You can finish your thought, by the way.
All right.
Do you want to finish your thought?
So, on Mike's note, time is something that you can't buy. So use it wisely, and if you're going to do it, just take advantage.
This guy's going to beat me up. Guys, I'm Mike Island, travelcostarica.com. Thinking about living or moving anywhere. Always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, I'm saying these videos. Thank you, Johnny. See you tonight at the festivities.
All right.
Ciao.